Okay, I'm over here working on this York chiller. It's a YS style E chiller. It's 340 tons. Screw compressor. Originally I came to replace this filter dryers, detector block. Oil filter, which is over here. Changed out the oil filter. And this filter dryer for this hot oil pressure line is going to the detector. Change this out. And when I pulled out all the refrigerant, right? I recovered all the refrigerant before I did that. This holds 840, and I got like 720 something pounds of refrigerant I recovered, minus the oil that came out with the refrigerant. I distilled it, and I got maybe 3 to 4 gallons of oil that I distilled from the refrigerant. And then when I put everything back together, pressurized it, didn't find no leaks. Added some trace gas, R22. Then I pulled a vacuum after I pressurized it, and I didn't find any leaks. Pulled the vacuum then. First, I couldn't pull it down below 10,000 microns, and I was like, hold on, can't be right. That's a huge leak. You can't pull anything below 1,000 microns. It's a huge leak. So I was thinking maybe I didn't tighten something down right. So I went around, tying everything down, all the stuff I touched at least, Pulled the vacuum once again, and still nothing. So then I went ahead, pressurized it with nitrogen and R22 trace gas at about 60 psi, 55 to 60 psi total. So I went ahead and bagged. Then actually when I went around, I could actually hear the leaks. I heard most of the leaks. I could actually feel the leak coming out of here, over here, and down here, down here, and down here. It's like a pressure relief tee or something. I don't know what it's called, like shut off. So, right here, right there, and right there. They were all leaking, and you could actually feel it. So how is that? I mean, how did that happen? I didn't even touch that. So I'm wondering, how did that happen? I mean, that didn't show up until I pulled a vacuum. So then I pressurized it again, and that's when, because if that was existing, and if you can't pull a vacuum under 10,000, man, there's something wrong. This killer would have been flat. So I did all that, took care of all that. And then pressurized it, went around, heat checked it, didn't see any more leaks. So went ahead and pulled the vacuum again. This time I couldn't go past 6200 microns, something like that. So I went back around. So hold on, I forgot something. That one on top, that relief valve on top of the oil separator, that one was leaking from over here the same spots that these two were leaking from. The one on top with the oil separator, that one was leaking. So I fixed that. That's before I put a vacuum again. But when I put the vacuum again after that, after I replaced all those three, I repaired them. I mean, I'm still my vacuum gonna go past 6,200. So then pressurize it one more time. See, I got these pressure relief valves isolated. Those were leaking from the top through the pressure relief valve. Same thing over there. I kept that off. It's like somehow some new leak shows up every time. So then I didn't even pressurize it this time. I just went ahead and pulled the vacuum. And now every time it goes lower, it gets lower and lower on my vacuum. It went down to like 6,000 microns. That's about the lowest I got it down to. And I'm like, man, 6,000 microns, that's still a huge leak. Why can I feel it or something, you know? Every time I go around with my leak detector doesn't pick it up. Well, it picks up small leaks, very, very small leaks. I'm using the H10. I'm using my H10 leak detector, my H10 Pro. And that one picks up real small leaks, like almost micro leaks. It picks up around here, but soap bowls don't pick it up. These fittings, this fittings got all the fittings, they have O-rings in them. All these fittings right here, they have O-rings. When I replaced this deductor block, I had to change out all these O-rings. And O-rings, and this one have I forgot what they call those plastic seals, Teflon gaskets. And so basically this whole compressor, you have nothing but O-rings waiting to just fail. Well, see, but those weren't even the problem, because they're not even, when I spray them down with bubbles, they're not bubbling or anything. So those leaks are huge. Each leaks that's showing up on the micron, well, they're not showing up, but the microns are pulling down below 6,000. So you gotta have a huge leak for it not to pull down below 6,000 microns. So then I went around again. I pressurized it again. Nitrogen and R22 trace gas. I added about maybe 2 psi of R22 and about 55 of nitrogen. Went back around. Open this up. This is where my coupling. There's a coupling behind here that connects your motor to your compressor. And there was a little, like one of these, like a little bolt, like a little Allen bolt, like on the face of that compressor right here, but inside. And that thing, I don't even know what it's for. I don't even know why it's there, but it was leaking, sprayed down with bubbles, and it was just shooting out, bubbling. So I was thinking, man, I got it. I got the leak. That should be the last one at least, you know. This one should be it. So I put some refrigerant, some of that Loctite refrigerant sealant, and I tightened it back down. Pulled the vacuum. I was confident that was the last leak. But now, the only way I'm only pulling down to like 5,700 microns now. So there's still a big leak somewhere around. But why am I not finding it? I mean, I'm going around with my leak detector. My leak detector ain't catching a big leak. I mean, if there was a big leak like that, 5,500, that's a huge leak. You should be able to feel that leak. Those leaks you should be able to feel. You don't even need a leak detector. All you need is a salt bubble to catch that easily. But see me going around every single joint, all that, no bubbles, nothing. Going around all this, all that, all over the oil separator, the fittings on the inductor block, fittings on the compressor, all those lines are running going to that four-way block. The one going to the oil cooler, and the pressure transducer, all of it. No bubbles. So I'm lost. I'm completely lost. I mean, unless all these fittings, unless all these fittings over here are like look kind of like flare fittings, but all those are gas. They got an oil ring. Unless all those are adding up, and I doubt it. I doubt if they're adding up and creating that huge leak. It's crazy, man. And I got another one over here to do. But at least when I get done with this one, I'm going to that one, and that one should run a lot smoother. Because I know what to look for now. Haven't really worked on this. Haven't really worked on any York chillers really. But it's all good. So now what I'm doing is I'm isolating the chiller barrel. I'm pulling the vacuum on the chiller barrel, the compressor, and the oil separator. Because the only way I could isolate those is this isolation valve right here. Shut this off so I'm close to the oil separator. Next, I shut this valve off in my liquid line, so I'm shut off to the chiller barrel going that way. The only thing I will be pulling is when I'm pulling the condenser barrels from here up to here, and that should be it. And there's no way to isolate the compressor by itself. I will look. See if this turret line doesn't have an isolation valve. So there's no way I could isolate the oil separator and just pull the vacuum on the chill barrel and the compressor. So I gotta pull the vacuum on the chiller barrel, compressor, and oil separator at the same time. The only thing that's isolated right now is the condenser barrel and part of the liquid line. But if any of you guys have worked on this type of York style chillers, this is a YS style E, and done this type or ran into a similar problem, please let me know. See what you found out. Maybe you had to ring the whole chiller. Maybe you had to did all that. I don't know. Maybe you found one side. I went and looked in there, man. I tried to spin the coupling of the shaft, and I went around with my leak detector, and it didn't catch anything. But I don't know. But if you guys know something or can give me any type of help, I'll help. It will help out. Peace.